In this tutorial, we will learn how to autonomously drive TurtleBot using code. Before starting, make sure you clone this GitHub repository from Mark W. Silliman. Once that is done, you can open a terminal window. First, we will start by SSHing into TurtleBot. This is the IP address of my TurtleBot. Once we are in, we will want to run minimal launch. TurtleBot will beep when minimal launch is successfully completed. Now that we've heard it beep, we'll want to open a new tab. Again, we want to SSH into our TurtleBot. This time, we want to load our map onto our TurtleBot. You can do that using this command. My map is called my_map6 and lives in a temp folder on my computer. Make sure you load your YAML file, not your PNG. Once you see ODM received on the bottom, that means your map is successfully completed and loaded onto TurtleBot. Open a new tab, and this time we will want to run the commands on our personal workstation. We will start by loading rviz. rviz will display our map onto our screen. This is the map I have created. Because TurtleBot relies on a relative coordinate system, it cannot initialize itself properly on your map. In order to do this, on the top of rviz, there's a 2D pose estimate. You will click the position on the map where your TurtleBot is located. Once you click, you'll see a green arrow. Point that arrow in the direction your TurtleBot is facing. Now, your TurtleBot is initialized and know where it is on your map. Next, go to Publish Point at the top of rviz. If you hover over any point on the map, you will see coordinates change in the bottom left corner of rviz. Those coordinates are the x-coordinate, the y-coordinate, and then altitude. Altitude in our case will be considered 0, so you don't need to consider that. Once you have picked a destination where you'd like TurtleBot to go to, without clicking, write down the coordinates you see on the bottom of rviz. So in our case, -5.6 is our x-coordinate, and 1.8 is our y-coordinate. Now we can go back to our terminal window. Open another tab, and we want to edit a file that's called GoToSpecificPointOnMap. If you have gedit in the front like so, it will bring up gedit and you can edit that code. Here we want to edit only line 83. That is right here. You want to input the x and y coordinates you just loaded. So in my case, it's -5.6 is my x coordinate and 1.8 is my y. Once you have inputted your y and x coordinates, click Save and you can close gedit. Now we want to run our Python code. So that is the same code you just edited that was downloaded off of the GitHub repository and has Python in front to run the Python code. As you can see, it says go to the point on the map. As you see, our TurtleBot is traveling to that point I picked on the map. This will include obstacle detection, so if any obstacle is in TurtleBot's way, it will know and will detect and avoid any obstacles. Alright, you will know your TurtleBot has successfully reached its destination when it prints out on your terminal, "Hooray, reached the desired pose." Congratulations, you have successfully driven TurtleBot using code.